Hello everyone! Today I'll take you on a tour of a very special structure. With renewed vigor, he carves into the hillside, sending clouds of dust into the air. The initial small opening begins to expand, taking the shape of an arched entrance. He works tirelessly, sometimes kneeling, sometimes standing, shaping a hollow space within the earth. The cave deepens with each shovelful. He even carves a smaller, precise, rectangular tunnel deeper into the back wall, a testament to his careful planning. After extending this tunnel, he carefully transports the excavated earth outside on a simple bamboo sled, clearing his workspace for the next phase. The excavated soil is now repurposed. He creates a small basin, adds water, and begins mixing it by hand, transforming the dry dirt into a thick, pliable clay. This natural plaster is then meticulously applied to the interior walls and ceiling of the cave, smoothing the rough surfaces and strengthening the structure. He even coats the entrance, giving the shelter a more finished appearance. He skillfully molds the clay into precise shapes. First, a rectangular block is formed and perforated with a series of holes. Next, he shapes long, narrow slabs, carefully carving a channel down the center of each one. The project then requires a different material. He travels to a rocky landscape, carefully selecting and gathering flat pieces of slate. Back in the shelter, he lays a foundation of mud and begins setting the stones, creating a durable floor. Using the mud as a natural mortar, he meticulously builds a low wall along the back of the cave, fitting each stone together like a complex puzzle. Finally, he takes a marker to the dried clay tiles, adding precise lines to complete his remarkable construction. With nimble fingers, he begins to weave, skillfully interlacing thin, flexible branches through a taut framework of twine. The simple loom, constructed from sturdy sticks, holds the foundation as a dense, durable mat takes shape under his patient hands. Once complete, he sets it aside, his attention turning to a new creation from wood. He gathers logs and, with a sharp saw, cuts them into precise, uniform lengths. A hand drill is used to bore clean holes into a larger log. For the surface, planks of wood are carefully measured and sawn. He joins them together not with nails, but with hand-carved wooden dowels, hammering them securely into pre-drilled holes. The final tabletop is then expertly sawn into a neat octagonal shape and mounted on its base. The area outside the shelter is meticulously transformed. He carves a series of steps into the earth and lays down large flat stones to create a walkway. From a nearby patch of green, he carefully cuts and lifts squares of turf, transporting them back to his dwelling. He lays the sod along the walkway and over the earthen steps, creating a lush, green entrance. Finally, a new project begins. He constructs a sturdy ladder, meticulously cutting notches and shaping rungs, fitting them together with remarkable precision, embarking on the creation of another, even larger, subterranean home. He begins by crafting a simple yet effective tool, a sifter, made from a wooden frame with a base of intricately woven branches. This handmade device is immediately put to use on a large pile of cool, gray ash from a previous fire. With rhythmic shakes, he separates the fine, powdery ash from the larger pieces of charcoal, creating two distinct piles. The resulting fine powder becomes the base for a primitive cement. He forms a mound, creates a well in the center, and adds water. Kneading the mixture by hand, he transforms the ash into a thick, pliable paste. He then meticulously rolls this paste into uniform spheres and arranges them neatly in his woven tray. These carefully formed balls are then placed in an earthen kiln to bake over hot embers, hardening them into a new material. Using a pickaxe to break apart a mound of dense, yellowish clay, the clumps are brought back and pulverized with a small mallet. He then sifts this raw earth, refining it into a fine, sandy powder. The now hardened gray balls are retrieved from the heat and crushed, their powder blended with the sifted earth to create a final mixture. After adding water, he has a robust, natural mortar. This plaster is the key to finishing his subterranean dwelling. He applies it by hand to the interior walls and ceiling, smoothing the rough, excavated surfaces into a clean, finished living space. He even plasters the exterior around the entrance, creating a seamless look. With the shelter structure complete, he fells a tree in the nearby forest, processing the logs on a simple sawhorse he constructs on site. Using an axe, he skillfully hews the round timber into square beams, which are then methodically sawn into a stack of usable planks, ready for the next stage of construction. then shifts to the main entrance, where he begins the ambitious task of building a large, circular wooden facade. He lays out a sturdy base frame and begins assembling the interlocking cross beams, meticulously drilling holes and hammering in hand-carved dowels to join the timbers. He adds diagonal corner supports and a small, functional hatch, all constructed with the same precise woodworking techniques. To achieve a perfect circle, he creates a simple but ingenious compass from a wooden peg, a piece of charcoal, and a length of string. He carefully traces the arc, marking the cutting line. With a handsaw, he painstakingly follows the curved line, shaping the large square assembly into a perfect circle. This impressive facade is then carefully maneuvered into the mouth of the earthen dwelling. A functional door, complete with a clever wooden latch, is installed, and the entire structure is sealed with more wooden dowels. Using hand-carved dowels and a small mallet, he joins the pieces together, creating the two main rails for a ladder. After trimming the excess dowels with a saw, he begins fitting the rungs. Each step is carefully placed within the grooves of the side rails. He then drills through the rails and into the ends of each rung, securing them with more wooden dowels. The process is repeated with precision until the entire ladder is assembled. He saws off the protruding pegs for a smooth finish and shapes the ends of the rails for stability. The completed ladder, a testament to his skill, is then carried from his outdoor workshop to the hillside dwelling. He carefully positions the sturdy structure against the earthen wall, providing access to the roof of his underground home, another significant milestone in the completion of his incredible project. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel.